Listen, man, they call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans.
It's more like this. Don't always be a critic and be so negative. Let's be positive.
How happy are you with your performance tonight? Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck.
If you want to know what it feels like to get your ass kicked by a guy who weighs 40 pounds less than you, meet me in the octagon.
64, I kicked your ass. Why kick?
To fight, you gotta be prepared to lose your nuts.
The latest edition of what is this? Two to the body?
That's definitely what it is. It's
Is
definitely
this
to the
is
body.
this two to the body?
I'm gonna need you to remember the name of the podcast.
Hey man, it's definitely two to the body. As a matter of fact, I started talking so early that no one caught that. I forgot what podcast I was doing. So thank you, Mark, for reminding all of our people out there that this is two to the body. This is Lorenzo, always with money. Mark, what's really good, homie? It's been a while, bro.
It's been a little bit. We took a little break. Well, I guess I took a little break.
It's out there getting your education, bro.
Yeah.
Out there trying to get smarter than a nigga. You feel me?
Nah, not that. Not that. Just trying to get a piece of paper so they'll give me more money.
That's it, man.
Unless you our listeners decide to, actually, support the podcast, and then maybe we can quit our jobs. We got a while though. Yeah. It's all good.
Right now, fans and listeners of the podcast, I'll say this. We're gonna work toward giving you that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We might get a Patreon and some other stuff just so you can have that opportunity to throw some coins if you want to throw some coins. But we ain't saying throw the coins. We're just saying we're gonna provide the opportunity of the vessel for you to throw said coin if you felt. We're gonna play the music. If the stripper dances, she dances. If she near your table, do you have to pay?
I think those jokes after post surviving R. Kelly are just not they're not on the table. I don't know. I think that's a very dangerous joke you just made. And I just want to make sure our listeners know that the thoughts and opinions of Lorenzo Foster in no way represent Two to the Body podcast.
I don't think I said anything derogatory, but if I have offended, if I have offended, apology, boy. All right, look. Speaking of R. Kelly, man, and I ain't gonna be on it, but I'm just gonna say this.
We don't really have to talk about it.
I'd be damn. I just want to say this. It has nothing to do. It has everything to do with the R. Kelly, but nothing to do with R. Kelly.
Got it.
I'd be damn if I sit and watch a 6-part documentary about some women's opinion about myself. Oh shit.
Well, damn.
That would be an interesting ass documentary. But having said that, let's go on to why we're here.
All right.
Let's go on to straight to the hip hop portion of Two to the Body, man. I just want to let you know. I know I threw it on you offline before we started the show that I've been hearing these rumors circulating that the J. Cole Kendrick Lamar joint album may actually release this year, man. How you feel about that?
Until I see it, I don't really care.
Okay.
It's like one of those things, right? This is the thing. Or just not one of those things, because it hasn't come out yet. But what I'm fearful of, that it may be one of those things, kind of like the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight. Like one of those things we've just waited. And we finally get it. It's like, it just might not be, you know what I'm saying? It might not be. I think the allure of those individuals working together was so much more appealing when, like before, right around Good Kid, Mad City, around Board Center, because it was just like you could tell that like, okay, they're about to crescendo into like who they are and who they are as artists, and we're about to like really see who they are. And you know, at the end of the day, we know like the top 5 guys seem to have some sort of relationship. I mean, I remember when I was still pretty active on Instagram, and I'd always see the random post of like Drake and Wale and Kendrick and J. Cole all being in the same vicinity. So it just seemed like, okay, yeah, it just seemed like having the two most lyrical individuals in that group work together on a joint album seemed like it'd be amazing. But now Kendrick is so much different than he was when the first album, when they first teased that this joint album would have came out. J. Cole is so much different, much more different than he was. So it's just like now, I don't know if it's like, I still think the anticipation of the album, I still think if they release it, the album will be received well. I just don't think it's going to be what I thought when I was sitting in my apartment on Gulf Road. Thirsty
Wow.
for new music.
Wow.
I just don't think it's going to be that. I just don't think it's going to be that. Like what I thought that
Wow.
was going to be when I was going on 4321 Hip Hop and downloading music, when I was going on that Piff and downloading mixtapes and, just really jumping into discographies, when I was getting the joints from you and I was getting the joints from other people, that feeling of just like, oh my gosh, they're going to work together and make an album, that feeling is just not that anymore. And it's just not like, okay, it should be a good project. So that's the mindset I'm in. It's like, it should be a good project. I'm not super excited. Like, if it happens, it happens. I think it'll be good for hip hop, all that said. But I think if they wanted to get that moment, I mean, honestly, and I think this might just be my opinion, and not to even really backtrack, maybe that's just how I feel. It might still be a moment, but for me, it's not going to be like a moment. It's going to be a good album. Because if they'd have gave it to me last year, surprise, it would have been a moment. If they gave it to me the year before, a moment. Now, after KOD, after Damn, it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, cool. That's pretty cool. I just hope they don't best of both worlds each other, which I doubt they will be, because I guess technically they're the same worlds. But every time I think of two like artists working together on an album, I just think best of both worlds. And I don't think those niggas are gonna best of both worlds. I mean, Freddie Gibbs and Currency came out with a joint like EP,
I
which
really
was
like
actually very good.
Fetty.
Yeah, Fetty was actually very good. I actually hip hop right now is actually becoming like you can kind of get what you want.
Niche. It's very niche right now, yo.
Yeah, you can get what you want. Like, you get what you want. Like Currency, there's a certain artist for Currency, and hip hop's to the point now where a nigga like Currency can actually survive, because no one's expecting Currency to be a Drake.
I love, not to cut you off, but I love Freddie Gibbs. I haven't listened to a full Currency project in years. So when I saw them together,
when's the last
yeah.
one? When's the last one you listened to?
Bro, is
it like Squads? Are we talking Squad tape era?
I'm talking about like, we're talking wow, right? We're talking Mac. We're talking.
I took it to the Squads on you, huh?
Yeah, you did. We're talking the Mac Miller era, like when he first met Mac Miller. That era right there is when I was like, the whole matter of fact, the whole era around. I wouldn't say he flopped. It was just a lot of people were making the kind of music I wasn't listening to yet. Like, it was around the Cabin Fever time.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think him working with Wale and Wiz, and I think some other cats, and I think it was like Wiz and Big Sean, and I think he might have done some joints to Wale, but him just working with that, and then Wiz Khalifa opened up a door for a Currency to survive into, in my personal opinion. Currency predates Wiz.
I agree.
Currency predates Wiz, but Wiz coming out, being as big as he was, and making similar music created like a whole lane. Like Wiz can still like make a joint, and my fault, but Wiz can still make a joint, an album, and it'll still go well. But as I saw with this last album, his expectations are not, to be like back to Black and Yellow. Like, no one's expecting him to be back in Black and Yellow. He can make like, the joints that he's making now, and it still be whatever. It's very niche, like you said, niche.
Yeah, somebody fuck around and died in a car accident, and Wiz Khalifa on again. That's all it take. One of those movie songs, and that's a rap, yo. But
I hate that. I hate that's one of his like best songs. I think that's like that song right there is like,
that's his "I Miss My Homies."
Yeah, but I mean, that's his biggest song. I think
it really is.
Black and Yellow, right? That's bigger than Black and Yellow. Isn't it?
But it's because of the moment the song captures more so than the song.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the guy died. It's one of the highest grossing movies of all time. It's a soundtrack on it. It's on the movie. It's on all the commercials.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, I mean, there's no shade to Paul Walker, honestly. No shade to Paul Walker. I just hate that, at least with Black and Yellow, when Black and Yellow came out, Black and Yellow was Wiz. You know
it
what I'm saying?
was.
It was
Man.
Wiz. You understood that was Wiz. So he's like, okay, cool. I fuck with this song, whatever the case may be, or whatever the case may be. You still felt that was Wiz.
Well,
that song, go ahead.
It let us know. It let us see Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? The Black and Yellow song let us see Pittsburgh. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I understand.
What happened to them cats to come up? Was the come up were those like Mac Miller's boys, or was this Wiz? Like, I never. That's one of the questions that we should put it to the listeners. What was the connection between Mac Miller and Wiz Khalifa?
Bro,
Like,
I know someone to ask directly. I will ask this. I know someone that is a diehard Mac Miller fan. Never, you know what I'm saying, really met one before in my life before this person, but you know what I'm saying, I definitely asked them that question about the connection between Wiz Khalifa and Mac Miller.
But I always assumed he was like Taylor Gang, but I don't think he is really Taylor Gang.
No, I think Mac Miller's just this dude that was just cool with a whole bunch of people, man. Like, I went through his catalog not too long ago, and he has a bunch of features with a bunch of people, bro.
Did you listen to his last 2 albums?
No, not at all. I never was a fan.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest.
I didn't listen to any of his rap at
all. I'll be honest with you. Listen to the last 3.
Okay.
No, for real.
No, bro, you know what I'm saying? The homie that's been telling me about Mac Miller has been telling me he had bars, and I told him straight up, I just didn't listen to Mac Miller. He came out around the time Wiz Khalifa, Captain Fever. I'm like, they say he makes complete albums. He can rap, yo.
Yeah, he can. And the thing about it is, his last 3 albums, like the last 3 albums, where you'll be pleasantly surprised. So I think it's good to listen to those last. It's a shame that it wasn't accepted as it should have been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because just the music was good quality music. The last 3 albums, I would definitely say that were definitely quality pieces of work. But yeah, man.
Well,
so I mean, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the Kendrick Lamar J. Cole situation?
Hey man, you said some stuff, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You definitely you opened the door to maybe a lackluster project, but I hold out to say, hopefully this is not one of those Lil Wayne and Joel Santana moments. You know, where you had it for a while, you had our attention for a while, and by the time you guys were able to do it, absolutely not. Maybe it's not that situation because these guys, I feel, are more artistic rather than we were looking for. We were looking for the shit that they were gonna say on that album. I think with Joel's and and Wayne. Where like this right here could be really like this could be some like you remember The Firm? Like we don't get stuff like that anymore, bro.
Yeah,
like stuff like that is amazing. Like AZ on The Firm is amazing. Nas on The Firm is amazing. Foxy on everybody on there is amazing. Like you can have something like that. Biggie Smalls with Junior Mafia. Like, why not? Even though, you know what I'm saying, we really didn't know those guys in Junior Mafia for real. So I would
You didn't know who D Rockefeller was?
Nah. We're just gonna throw that to the side.
You ain't gonna know who D Rock is?
Yeah, not in Somerville.
All right.
not in Somerville.
Right.
Yeah,
you should do your Googles, my nigga. Do your Googles.
Might as well have been Big and the Pips, bro. Get out of here.
Big and the Pips. I mean, that's what they were. They were Big and the Pips. But what I'll say is this: what I am interested for the project, is the merger of the camps. Like, I'm interested to see, like, because Dreamville's has been quietly building like a nice little squadron. The night and they're very
Boss is nice, man.
Boss is good. I really like Earth Gang. There's like 2 other dudes.
Their producers. Their producers are amazing. Like they're making good music.
Well, they're giving Boss a lot of good beats, and I'm almost wondering how come J. Cole doesn't